friends, so we're going to start with a primer. That's a sample I got from Tarte, and I'm just putting it under the eyes and close to my nose. That's where my largest pores are, using the Amazonian clay, which is way too light for my skin. I'm mixing it all over. I had actually put too much on my hand, so I was just trying to even it out. And I don't know if you've ever seen the little container that it comes in, but there's no way to put that bad boy back. So blend it out with a Real Techniques brush, and now I'm using a LA Girl concealer, and I am just using a wet Real Techniques sponge and blending it in. Using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, I am just using a small brush to give a really sharp contour. You know, nothing like thinning out a face. It was giving me some big old cheekbones, and then I realized I have to blend the heck out of this stuff. I mean, I was blending for so long. I was like, what is happening? And that line was just really sharp, but shh, I was thin. Let me tell you, my face was super like boom. Okay, so now we're on eyebrows. Yes, I don't have a tail. Yes, I like to be Spock from Star Trek. But I'm carving out the bottom, outlining the top, and then filling in the middle. And as you see, I kept getting on a frame because I wasn't smart enough to look up at the viewfinder and be like, bam, you are not in frame. Let's get it together, girl. Get it together. So we're just filling in. And then I am using a concealer and cleaning up whatever lines I didn't like to fix my eyebrow shape. Oh, and I was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pomade crap. And this concealer is from, let's see, Sally's, and it is the La Femme Couture or Femme Couture or whatever. And it's just a really light shade. So now using a fluffy brush and a nice blush color, I was just creating my transition. Now using a Sigma blending brush, I'm applying a purplish brown at the crease. And we're just gonna blend that out. Make sure it's not too harsh yet. And try not to bring the color down. And as you see, I keep getting out of frame. Now using that same concealer I used for my eyebrows, I am just carving out my crease. I still haven't figured out the cut crease too well yet, but this is what you get, and we are getting better, so wah, wah, wah. Now using this white pearlescent loose powder shadow that has like a green tint to it, I'm just packing it on. It's more of a padding with this because that stuff is super flaky. Now, Infallible Glistening Garnet is what I'm pushing into the crease with a pencil brush. This works best if it's wet. The color is not as bright if it's dry. So I wet the brush and then just kind of dug into that crease and then tried to pull the color up as much as I could. And then I brought it down to the inner corner of the eye. Now using the brush, kind of blending out the top. This is liquid liner, and I don't know the brand. It's all rubbed off. I like it for use, like to put on. As far as long wear, no, this bad boy melts off with any type of water, but it looks really nice initially. So for looks, hey, for long wear, no. So we're just pulling it back, still perfecting the wing, haven't quite figured it out yet. I think tape's the way to go, but nobody wants to put tape all the time. Now using a gel liner, I just kind of did the waterline real quick. And then using that same glistening garnet pressed powder, I'm applying it to the bottom with a pencil brush. And now applying Tarte concealer all over and just beating the shit out of it with the sponge. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And then blending it out with a small e.l.f. brush, because as you can see, it's really pale. But you know, I buy all my makeup usually during winter when I'm really light, and during summer I get in the sun and I get really, really dark. If you notice my head to face, that doesn't make sense. My chest to face is woo-wee. But if I add enough contour and bronzer, hopefully my face will darken up. So now using some glitter on the inner corner, this is the Revlon Photo Ready, and then I had just applied blush to my cheeks, the NYX. It's some pink color, kind of rubbed off. And then mascara, and I did not wear lashes. Just did lots and lots of mascara. So this is more of a budget friendly. Ooh, don't make that face. So we end with some lips. I ran out of battery, it dies. So thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe, and that's the final look. Thanks, bye.